Holy fuck. Okay, we're in. I had to hit go live twice, so that's fine. Oh, look at that. I'm not centered, but we do have Captain Rex's helmet over there. He's a captain, right? Because Anakin's just a commander. Because they wanted to call him Commander Skywalker, probably just to line up with those older movies. You know, those other Star Wars movies that existed. Those very old ones, you know. Those ones. Okay. Today we got an Indiana Today we have an Indiana Jones set. We named the dog Indiana. And this is from Raiders of the Lost Ark, which got 2 sets, but Temple of Doom didn't get any. Hey, Lego, where is that fucking Temple of Doom set? I fucking swear to God, where the fuck is it? Anyways, welcome to Quick Build After Dark. Ground rules. I'm going to drink. That's what happens. There's going to be a spider that falls from my ceiling in that exact moment. Okay, you know. That's what a live show does. Look, I washed my hair properly today. Look how beautiful and coiffed it looks. It looks fresh and lovely. Ground rules, yes. Legal reasons, none of this is alcohol, you know, because Lego doesn't like that. Lego is not endorsing this show in any way, except they're kind of endorsing this show in a little way. But they're not endorsing this specific element of the Joseph Lego involvement, which I'm also proud to announce that there will be an article soon being posted, written by yours truly on the Holobrick Archives, nailed it.com, with a review of the UCS Razor Quest. It's going to be backdated, but don't tell anybody that. Just pretend it came out on time. Because I'm now writing reviews for the Holobrick Archives. I'm fucking pumped. I haven't written articles in a very long time. I don't even know if I should be talking about it. I'm just so excited. But I had to write a biography of myself. Like, who is Joseph? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to say my last name right now. Who is this guy? And I wrote what I do, where I was president of Toralug. I run Quick Build Bricks. I do these stupid live streams. I fucking run a Bricklink store. I run the stupid Instagram that has 10 followers. And then on top of that, I'm a coordinator for Toralug now, coordinator at large. Nailed it. I'm the director of fun for Bricks in the Six. Bricks in the Six. Check us out, bricksinthesix.ca. And I'm also a coordinator for Creations for Charity. Once again, a reminder, you can donate to Creations for Charity, or you have to guess the mystery word. The mystery word, I wanted to be really stupid today, so the mystery word is the brand of laptop that I have. Not this one, not that one. It's the brand of screen. So this screen right here, with that dog on the back of it, you see, it's a fat pug. It's the best kind of pug, a fat pug. Best cat is a fat, hairless cat. I almost said skinless cat. No, we don't do eldritch horror here. So, mystery word is the brand of screen that I use. I actually have 3 of them, and I did not steal them from my old place of work. That would be insane to ever assume that could be a possibility, that I would ever steal something from an old place of work. I would never do that. So, if you can guess the word, which is this word here, or you make a donation to Creations for Charity. I'm not looking for an amount. Just donate anything to Creations for Charity. I actually don't even know. They might have a minimum amount you need to donate. I don't care. I'm not going to check. Weirdly enough, I've never donated to them. I do donate a shit ton of my time to them, just because throughout the year I'm looking for deep sales on Lego, and I'm picking up all the deep sales on Lego, ready to donate to this charity. And normally what I do, I just include it with the Toralug donation. I know, I'm so wonderful. I donate somebody else's money, and I get to use it to promote my own business. Honestly, it feels a little shady when I say it out loud, but I love working with this charity. I love what they do. I love getting to see all the social media posts. It's so fun. I'm going to start building the Lego, because this is not a Joseph Talks. So, finally, in this fucking set, I do not want anybody to miss the fact that I am so fucking pumped to be doing this right this second. And that is, I'm taking out this minifigure's torso, taking this minifigure's head. I'm putting this minifigure's head on. I'm going to open another bag to find his hair. These things, that is in a bag somewhere, I would hope. Oh my god. Is it missing? Okay, guys, I'm so fucking excited. I am building Sala from Indiana fucking Jones. This is John Rhys Davies, also known for playing Gimli in The Lord of the Rings. Look at that guy right there. 2023 is the year that... So, Gimli from Lord of the Rings, John Rhys Davies, gets 2 minifigures this year. One in Rivendell, which is over there, that I don't know if you can see that with the camera. Probably not. Let's tilt a little. Look at that. Rivendell, right there. Isn't that beautiful? You can see it right there. I'm cycling over it with the mouse. You can't even see that. And another figure from 1981 when Indiana Jones came out. There is John Rhys Davies. They didn't include Sala last time when they did Indiana Jones sets. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's John Rhys Davies. He's a fucking boss. Let's get rid of Secret Joseph. That guy is awesome. He's in so many Star Trek episodes. He plays Leonardo da Vinci in Star Trek Voyager. He's a fucking amazing guy. You can see Rivendell from here. That's really funny. There it is. Amazing guy. We didn't get a fucking figure last time. We got so many stupid fucking sets from Indiana Jones. There were even sets like this exact set existed in No Sala. It had Indy. It had Marion Ravenwood. Why the fuck do I remember that name? It had those two in it. And it was fucking sick. Where is Sala? We didn't get Sala. Now let's be real. John Rhys Davies playing an Egyptian guy. Let's not touch on that. It was 1981. He's going to be in the new movie. It's going to be fucking sick. I can't wait. I love Indiana Jones. Anyways, let's continue with the build. So, it's got a big plate. I got to drop a piece on the floor. So remember, when you build your own sets, drop a piece on the floor. Pour one out for your dead homie. That's me. I'm not dead. But, you know, I might be in the future. We're all going to die someday. If I somehow lived forever, I would actually be a little pissed about it. Because that would be like, honestly, even if I live like too long, I'm going to be pissed. If Joseph makes it past 90, I'm going to be like, what the fuck is this existence? This is just pain. Existence is pain. And that's exactly what I'll keep telling people. And it's probably going to traumatize a lot of kids. But hopefully they'll be smart enough to keep me away from the children. Yeah. Nobody sound clip that one. Pretend that didn't happen. That was a terrible, terrible way to say that. So we took 2 weeks off Quick Build After Dark. That's because, as you probably understand, Quick Build After Dark is a terrible show. You're probably so happy that you don't have to tune into this or even think about the fact that it was possibly happening because 2 weeks off. And that's just because the show sucks to make, as I am the one person on the show for the entire show. I have to talk like this. You got to be in the right mood to do this kind of shit. And normally I am in the right mood for this kind of shit. But for some reason, last 2 weeks, not so much. Kind of weird. It wasn't even like a depression thing or anything. Like, normally I could be like, I was so sad because of the weather. Not to discredit people with depression. Let's not confuse that. Because normally, yeah, the weather does fuck me up. When winter starts kicking off, that is a terrible time for me. And it's probably why I will lose all Toralug elections for the remainder of time, because I just am not in the right mood during winter. But that's fine. Where the fuck is this piece? I'm missing a 1x2 dark bluish gray. I don't even know how. Like, you know when you're missing a piece and you fucking know for sure 100% that it's here. It's not missing from the set. You know it's your own stupidity stopping you from finding the pieces right in front of me. Holy shit. Yeah, you know it's your own stupidity, so you're like, Jesus Christ, what am I doing here? And then you find it. Lo and behold. I'm excited for this set because there are a lot of snakes. And, you know, LEGO didn't put enough snakes because LEGO doesn't have the balls to include the appropriate number of snakes. They barely have the balls to include Sala. Sala took a second iteration of the same set to appear. And also, a whole fucking wave of Indiana Jones sets came out without John Rhys fucking Davies. Gimli, Sala from Indiana Jones, Leonardo da Vinci in Star Trek Voyager, random other characters in Star Trek's, you know, Just name a Star Trek. He's probably in it somewhere. He hasn't been in a Doctor Who episode. He's almost there. If that guy could be in a Doctor Who episode, he'd be Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Doctor Who, and Star Trek. I feel like that'd be a pretty good trifecta. Normally, it's like the three. You want to get Doctor Who, Star Trek, and Star Wars. Once you're in all three of those, you get like this cool like badge. Everybody pats you on the back, like Warwick Davis. That dude been in all three. Fucking cool. And there's a bunch of other weird ones. I bet Kenny Baker's been in all three just because, you know, he's R2-D2. He's a little dude. He was in Hollywood. They probably went, we need little dudes and stuff. So he probably ran some robots like R2-D2. That's who Kenny Baker played. I'm sure he was in some other robots, maybe a Dalek or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's probably pretty cool. We're adding our second plate to the set. Oh, look at that. Oh, we're popping the plate cherry. Wait, we already used a plate. That's a terrible analogy. I always liked building like weird ancient Egypt shit because it's just like you see how much effort Lego puts into just including another color than tan. Because they're like, we've released 100 fucking Harry Potter sets that consist of like 50% tan. We got to cut the tan down. So in this one, we got a sand green plate at the back. Just in the back there. And it's hard to put down. It's going over too many studs. Which I'm learning is like the worst thing is when you need to connect a plate to a ton of studs. Because it's never straight, never goes in right. It's basically like every time I try to have sex. It's never straight and it doesn't go in right. Boom. How could I say something so controversial yet so brave? I don't know, guys. It's just the way I live. You know me, ally for life. What other weird, cringy shit do you think I could say during a quick build after dark? Say I support trans kids. Oh, I'm sure somebody just turned off the stream. They're like, we're out. We're done with that. Because you know what? I'll just get political with it. Well, how's this political? This is just pushing for the respect that people just earn the right to be alive. Wild. If somebody wants to be something else, who the fuck cares? Support them. That's it. You could, like, I know a lot of people make some dumb jokes like, oh, you could tell me you identify as a piece of pie. I wouldn't give a fuck. Who fucking cares? It's not my life. You're not my kid either. Like, if my kid came out as a piece of pie, I'd be like, what the fuck? I thought I raised, like, a decent, non-stupid... No, that's not what I meant. It's the Kevin Hart. You break a dollhouse over their head. Honestly, underrated joke. Wow, we're having a good stream today. We're up to 6 whole watchers. I honestly don't know how the watcher thing works because sometimes it's like, you know, fuck, I had a joke. I forgot the actor's name. I'm very surprised the way the viewer thing works because it actually doesn't make any sense. Because I'll check the records later on all 3 different streaming services that we use, which is, once again, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. You can watch us on your favorite streaming service. Oh, the comments come to the same place, and I can reply to them and show them on the screen. Thanks to our sponsor, StreamYard. They don't sponsor us. I pay them $10 a month for that. But well worth it, because it's honestly a good integration. Which is funny, because like Zapier cannot handle integration. You'd think the thing built to provide integration could actually do a fucking integration for once in its life. Fuck no. Fuck no. And Zapier, goddamn, they try to charge you all the time. Once again, we're not brought to you by Zapier. We're brought to you by StreamYard that I pay for, so we're not really brought to you by them. But we could be. You know, StreamYard, let me know. I got 4 whole watchers right now. Let's work out a deal here. I always love seeing posts of people who, like, they run social media things and YouTube channels that actually get less views than Quick Build. Not saying Quick Build gets a lot. I'm saying, like, these people get less. So, yeah. Who reach out to companies and go, hey, can I get some free shit? And, like, it's so funny to me because it's like, fuck yeah, shoot for the fucking stars. Get at it. Protect trans kids. Get at it, shoot for the stars, and do whatever you fucking can. Maybe one of these companies will respond and they won't check the fact that you have 200 Instagram followers. And they'll send you some shit. And then you get to say, hey, we're brought to you by Bletter Blelp. Better Chlep. Uniform. Combining the something of the farm and the project of the one, whatever the fuck. Uniform. Like shit like that. I would love to have proper sponsors. But in reality, nobody fucking watches this. Nobody in their right mind would provide me with any money for producing Quick Build After Dark. And nobody would accept me to the Lego Ambassadors Network over that, especially because the community manager hates me. Yeah, just let that marinate a little. This is a very fantastic show. How is everybody doing out there? Once again, go over some of the rule stuff. So I'm going to roll an 8-sided dice if somebody proves that they donated to Creations for Charity. Hopefully in the description there's a link. I don't know. It doesn't matter how much you donate. Just donate to the charity, whatever. And I'll do one of these horrible things to myself. Some of them require me running upstairs, so hopefully we don't get any of those. But, you know, it's what it is. Nicole is actually at a candlelight concert for a string quartet, probably playing like video game music or something. I don't fucking know. And that means that she cannot help us on Quick Build After Dark. And other legal things, I'm not drinking alcohol. Lego doesn't endorse the product. Everything said or heard today will be the product of this asshole and this asshole alone. Opinions are my own? Are you supposed to say that? I feel like if you say opinions are my own, it's normally because you're going to say some really shitty hot takes. And it's not like you're going to say stuff like, hey, support people. Whatever, my hot take is pickles do not belong on a burger. It's not a good combo on a burger. Maybe if you got some good barbecue sauce, like Ray's barbecue sauce, you know, Mark Zuckerberg's favorite barbecue sauce, throw some of that on with some pickles. That's a perfect burger. That's a good burger. Get the onions in there. But you know what? If you don't have the barbecue sauce, take off the pickles, take off the onions. Better burger. It's very, very simple. That's my hot take for today. All views of my own. Please don't sue me. I don't know what I'm building. I am building the fucking thing with Sala, obviously. That's a very important thing. I once again want to tell you all about John Rhys-Davies, the best actor to ever live. Once again, he's Gimli, the dwarf from The Lord of the Rings, directed by Peter Jackson. And he is also Leonardo DiCaprio, Da Vinci, in Star Trek Voyager, directed by Kate Mulgrew. That's actually just Janeway, so not the director of it. And he's also motherfucking Sala from Indiana motherfucking Jones and the Raiders of the Lost motherfucking Ark, directed by Steven Senor Spielbergo. Okay, there you go. I'll honestly, I should just pull up his IMDb and tell you all about it. Let's look up John Rhys-Davies IMDb. I spelled his name wrong. Forgive me. Don't worry. Look at this. We're gonna pull up. He's a Welsh actor. Wow. He's from Welsh. Fuck. I'm actually really excited to see that Lord of the Rings movie, Dungeons and Dragons movie. Yeah. Okay. Look at this. We've got. What is John Rhys-Davies actually in that I could tell people about? Because I feel like I've said all the main roles that people know about. But we're still checking. We're checking John Rhys-Davies' IMDb on the show. He's in Aquaman. He voices the Brine King. Who remembers that movie? I don't. I just remember that chick in that movie, terrible acting. Like, it's what I said. There was that legal case. I forget her name. Fuck. She was like married to Johnny Depp. They like sued each other. It was all over the YouTubes. And she's just such a bad actor. But I told people it's going to be decided by whoever the best actor is. And you put most people up to Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp's going to win the fucking court case because that dude could probably lie straight to your face and you go, that was a genuine, beautiful response that we just heard. Amber Heard, that's it. And she was just so bad in Aquaman every time she talks. Let's not get into that. I don't care, you know. They're both rich. Fuck them both. And also, she had sex with Elon Musk. Clearly, she's an asshole. if you are willing to have sex with Elon Musk, you're out. It doesn't matter. Right, he's in Puss in Boots. Once upon a time, Saul, the Journey to Damascus, where he plays another Egyptian. Is he just like secretly Egyptian? Is that the thing here? Why am I checking his IMDb? Anaconda 3 in 3D. Yeah, this is this bit is not funny. Total respect. Like, so I get a lot of direct messages about Quick Build After Dark. After Quick Build After Dark. Oh, Chantel's here, and Denise is here, saying the name of Chantel. Nope, saying the name of Amber Heard. Chantel's here. Hi, Chantel. Denise is here, saying Amber Heard. Denise is probably going to try to guess the word, and she'll be like at 95% correct on all the words because she missed 1 week. The week where the word was fish, but I think I kind of was being an asshole with the fish one because that was a hard one to answer because it's just such a simple answer. Like I said, what's in the ocean? And most people immediately would go, fish. And that's it. It's fish. Boom, fish are in the ocean. But everybody thought I was trying to like fool them a little, but I wasn't fooling them a little. I was just being very literal and saying, you know what? What's in the ocean? It's fish. It's fucking fish. It's like same as the answer to the question of what does Aquaman fuck? Fish. He fucks fish. Also, Batman fucks bats. Once again, to reiterate, just in case everybody forgot, Batman fucks bats. I know Harley Quinn says it a lot, but we gotta make sure that people understand that Batman fucks bats. There you go. Do with that info what you will. Go back into the world and let everybody know that now you know Batman's secret. Not that he's Bruce Wayne, but that he fucks bats. And my mother-in-law is here. Wonderful. It's a full house for everybody. I'm still building the same Indiana Jones set. I know I already recycled the box, so it's not right here. And I literally went and got a second box from the Lego store so I could put it behind me. Totally forgot I was going to do that. Returned it and bought a gift for my niece instead because it was her birthday last week. I'm not going to say which date just because that's going to be weird if people are going to try to figure out when my niece's birthday is. It's actually pretty funny because her dad's a huge stoner and it's not on 420. That's the info you get. He's like a good kind of stoner. He's a good dude. I'm not going fuck this guy, big stoner. I'm saying good dude. Loves weed. His daughter not born on 420. But I told him that's probably good because you know who was born on 420? Hitler. And I know I make a lot of Nazi jokes on this show because I say this constantly. There's no other evil group of people that you can just openly make fun of. And like if anybody's ever like trying to defend the Nazis, it's like shut the fuck up. Like you don't even have a leg to stand on trying to defend a Nazi. Like, and also they're the villains in Indiana Jones. So that's exactly why they're so much fun to talk about and make fun of. And also, actually, no, this joke might not. I'm gonna censor a joke on Quick Build After Dark. Are you ready? There it is. I just censored that joke. But when it comes to the Nazis, genocide aside, the horrible genocide that they committed, those uniforms were pretty nice. Pretty fucking slick looking uniforms. And then when you look at Imperials from Star Wars, those are just space Nazis. Also, the uniforms of Nazis were designed by Hugo Boss. I know it's not the craziest fun fact, but it's certainly a fact. There's really nothing fun about it. Because of the genocide, obviously. And also, how the fuck is Hugo Boss still around? These are questions. Questions that we can all ask ourselves. When you go home tonight, and your wife or significant other of indiscriminate gender says, "How was your day?" You go, "How is Hugo Boss still around? They designed the Nazis' uniforms." I mean, they were nice uniforms, but geez. Who's out here just designing Nazi uniforms? I'm missing a piece. Oh no, I'm just stupid. You know what? That does happen. Oh, Oh no, I am actually legitimately missing a piece. Well, that's a little sad, guys. Nope, still stupid. I'm stupid in the exact way that I thought I was. Just part 2. Stupid part 2. So it looks like you don't build one of these with the piece underneath it. It's probably so they line up. There's like a knockover function. It's fine. You know what? I'm doing a lot of talking on this show. That's the whole thing. It's hard to build while talking like this. Sometimes I'm okay at it. But you know, save the judgment for later. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to just exist. That's a weird tangent to get on. So we're moving on to bag 2. I think I'm going to follow the quick build tradition today with bag 2. I know it's been a long time since I followed the tradition of, well, not the tradition, not the Danish tradition. Is that Danish? Who knows? Anyways, one of these countries, I'm pretty sure it's Denmark, the people who make Lego, have something called the tradition. You know what the tradition is? It's putting on blackface and saying that you're Santa's little helper or something. There's actually an episode of The Office that I don't think features the same one. Is it Belschnickel? Wow, look at that. I may have actually remembered that. And if you try to watch The Office on like Netflix, it's not there. They completely cut the episode just because like they allude to a blackface joke because of whatever the fuck. And like we all know that I don't give a shit about baseball. It's boring. We all know I don't really give a shit when it comes to a lot of things. And I'm not big on censoring old episodes of shows. Like, just put a little warning at the beginning and they're saying, hey, this is the product of its time. Shit's gonna get weird. And then you see the episode and you go, well, yeah, that got weird. Like I was watching Seinfeld. I think on Crave they didn't censor it at all. And there's a blackface episode, and it's a solid joke, but you definitely watch it and go, ooh, yeah, that's not cool. That didn't age well. Just like most people. So, we're going to open another bag now. Get rid of my extra parts. That means, wait, we don't show the branding of the vodka anymore because they changed the name of my favorite vodka to say Extreme Vodka on it. When it really, I bought it because it was the cheapest vodka you can buy. Like, it's a 45% vodka. It's about the same price as a 40% vodka. You get an extra 5%. That's fucking great. I'm going to make this a pickleback shot. Maybe not that strong of a pickleback shot. More of like a vodka level pickleback shot. And we're going to open another bag and take another shot. Look at that beautiful pickly goodness. If you don't like pickles, look away. If you do like pickles, look. Man, I like a good pickleback shot. Look at that, pickleback ribs. What? Yeah, that was actually really good. It's weird. I grew up really not liking pickles, but now I like them. It was weird because I ate everything else that apparently kids didn't like. Like blue cheese was my jam back in the day. It's still my jam. I eat the shit out of blue cheese. But lately now, whenever I have blue cheese, my wife used to work for a mac and cheese shack in beautiful downtown Toronto. It's actually called Bobby Sue's Mac and Cheese. If it's still open, when you're at Brixton the 6th, you should check out Bobby Sue's Mac and Cheese. That shit is legit. But they have a buffalo blue mac and cheese. So that's blue cheese on the mac and cheese and buffalo sauce. Now, you hear those two things and you're like, how the fuck would those be good together? It's so fucking good. I legitimately, I'm not a person who really has cravings for food. I sometimes think about this food and I go, oh, I could eat some of that. Hopefully it's still on the menu. At Brixton the 6th, you can find out. It's also right near where Wolf Dog used to be. We've actually, we've stopped accepting the donations for Wolf Dog. You're still allowed to go donate to Wolf Dog. Honestly, I encourage you to. They had a fire, their place burned down. Great fucking hot dog. He used to have a place right near the mac and cheese place, and I would actually bring him mac and cheese, and we would trade it for hot dogs. Because obviously the dude was probably sick of eating fucking hot dogs, and I was so sick of eating mac and cheese. Like, I didn't work there, and I was sick of eating mac and cheese. I ate like 3 mac and cheeses a week. That being said, I did bike for 40 minutes a day, so I was keeping it off. Somehow I'm keeping it off too. I'm down 15 pounds. I don't know what it did different. Like, I've been rock climbing. I didn't think rock climbing was a workout. I just thought it was a fun thing I did twice a week. Fucking, yeah, it's working, I guess. Awesome. But I also am somebody who drinks a lot, so I probably need to work out a lot to keep that off. Funny, Chantel actually came rock climbing with me on Sunday. Our wonderful producer Chantel, who is sometimes here, but for the most part, normally pretty busy because she's a professional gal who's probably underpaid and her employer sucks, but it's not my business. That's not my business at all, guys. We're just building a Lego set. Looks like we're doing an offset angled 1x2 slope. I think they're 75 degrees. That looks like 75 degrees, maybe 80 to 85 degrees. It's offset, so it looks like there's holes in the back of the wall, kind of like in the movie, because there's holes in the back of the wall full of snakes. I, for one, actually grew up on Indiana Jones, and I've still never liked snakes. It doesn't have anything to do with Indiana Jones. I just do not like snakes. Like, where are their arms and legs? How do they move around? I'm not afraid of sharks. I'm not afraid of cancer, but I am afraid of snakes. Where are their arms and legs? How do they move around? That's a great Bob's Burgers reference, by the way. And Bob's Burgers has some amazing soundtracks that have like Teddy from Bob's Burgers just singing Beyond the Sea in his voice, going like, somewhere beyond the sea. And, you know, normally I could do a good Teddy impression. That was fucking not it. Chantel, run the banner. I'm doing impressions now, I guess. Great album. I also just ordered Nicole. So Nicole is a very big fan of a game called Slime Rancher. Very cute game. There we go. Chantel ran the banner. Love it. That's classic Quick Build After Dark. Not our new format, but, you know, it's nice to do callbacks. So Nicole loves this game called Slime Rancher. And you know what? It's exactly what it sounds like. You ranch slimes. That means you raise slimes. You do husbandry of slimes. Slime husbandry, if you will. And you just like take care of these little slimes, and they eat different things, and they produce plorts. That's their poop. You sell their poop. Nicole fucking loves this game. And I think while we were very drunk one day, she found that they have a vinyl soundtrack of like just cute little songs. Like, I would akin the music very much to like Minecraft. Just very relaxing, cute little songs. And we found this vinyl, and she added it to a list, probably with my email. So I got this email last week, and I go, oh, fuck, the Slime Rancher thing. Nicole's birthday's in June. I should get ahead of this, get her a third gift, because I already got her, like, well, first off, she's not going to watch this. Also, I'm very bad at giving gifts. I want people to open them right away. I got her a bee purse from Coach. She's a big fan of bees. If you could see a little past Rivendell, there's a lot of bee Lego. All the bee Lego. If there's a bee in a Lego set, we probably own it. Or if it's something weird, like a Duplo piece that has bees on it, Nicole's all about it. So, I got this email. I order the fucking soundtrack on vinyl, and it gets shipped here. I was actually telling you about gifts. I got her a bee purse from Coach because she loves bees. And like Coach bags are not fucking cheap, but I got a very good deal on this Coach bag, mostly because it's probably not a real Coach bag. But it was covered in like the Coach stuff, so maybe it was. Doesn't matter. I got her a Bo-Katan helmet from Mandalorian because she loves Bo-Katan. She's very bad at saying she really likes characters. I think she's actually more into Sabine, so hopefully Black Series releases a Sabine helmet for her. And then I got her the Slime Rancher album. But I was like, okay, the Slime Rancher album, it's a cheaper thing. I can hold on to it and give it as a gift on her actual birthday, because everything else I've given her way too early. So I'm telling her, like, oh, I got you something. And immediately she goes, was it the Slime Rancher album on vinyl? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This was going to be the surprise. And she's been excited about it for the whole time that it's been shipped. FedEx really fucked up. They actually like delayed it twice when it was supposed to arrive early. And then they delivered it to the wrong house. And luckily a neighbor near me was nice enough to walk it over and leave it on my fucking porch. Which, like, I guess we're not in the US, so it's not as scary for a black woman to go on my porch. But like in the US, that would have been a big ask. I wouldn't have even been upset if somebody would throw away something in the US if it was delivered to the wrong address. Like, I just say, fuck it, I'm not risking my life so you can get a fucking package. But I'm white, so maybe I'd be fine. Let's not get into that shit at all. Fuck. But yeah, I saw this woman on my camera and I was like, who the fuck is this person? And I look out the window and I see the album on the table, like she's already walked away. And I walk out and go, oh my God, the album. And she definitely hears me and goes, oh yeah, they delivered it to my house. I'm like, thank you so much. There's a whole interaction that you got to hear all about. I hope you're happy with that play-by-play on my day. We can do some more of that. This morning I woke up, I had some coffee. I masturbated. I had some coffee again. I showered. Sorry, I was supposed to go faster from the masturbation thing. Let's move along. So it looks like I'm building some kind of thing that will release the snakes. Now, I always like play features, but I feel like the Indiana Jones line was not the place to put play features. Like I'm going to be honest, most of the people who grew up on Indiana Jones, they're old as fuck. Like, I'm a rare case of somebody who, watched Indiana Jones with my dad when it was probably very inappropriate for a child my age to be watching Indiana Jones. But like I said on other shows, like, we watched The Godfather together. We watched Goodfellas together. Like, my dad loved mob movies as well, so we watched a ton of mob movies. And so Indiana Jones was not the worst thing I saw as a kid. And, it's weird with those mob movies because I distinctly remember so many things from mob movies. Completely unfazed by them. I'm not scarred by anything I watched as a kid for some reason. Except for one weird horror movie that I just shouldn't have watched at all, where the monsters came out in the dark. And like as a 7-year-old, I was suddenly afraid of the dark. Something I never did before. That's the only movie I can think of that scarred me distinctly. Indiana Jones, though, all good. Even the Temple of Doom stuff, like, I could watch that dude get his heart ripped out 100 times as a kid. I didn't even give a shit. I was like, oh, look, it's so fake. You can't even, like, you can see where it doesn't make sense. And then in The Godfather, my whole life I thought that horse head was fake. And when I found out that horse head was fully real, and then I heard about, like, that dude was not expecting that horse head to be real. He was expecting a prop. He also was not expecting the smell. Because the smell of rotting flesh, like, I live near a slaughterhouse. When I drive down to that slaughterhouse and near it, I can smell what rotting flesh smells like. You're never ready for it. And I'm sure if you're an actor and you're like, there's going to be a fake horse head in the bed, I just got to act scared. And then they open up the bed and you get hit with that smell and you see a real horse head, you're probably giving the performance of your fucking life. But as a kid, I thought that was fake. I was unfazed. So who knows? Maybe that is very clear evidence of why I'm the way I am and why I make this terrible show. Or, if you don't want to think too much about that, just enjoy Quick World After Dark, where for some reason I'm actually doing a good job for once. I'm going to pat myself on the back a little. Good job, Joseph. Very proud of this episode of Quick World After Dark. I'm so happy everybody's here. I don't know. It's one of those days. Thank you all for returning after I took 2 weeks break, which was nice, but like, I kind of miss this. I miss building Lego because I've been playing a video game called Atomic Heart recently. Terrible game. Really awful game. Like, I wouldn't suggest anybody go out of their way to play this Atomic Heart game because it's like, It's basically just Russian propaganda talking about how great the USSR was, and like it's basically pretending that like everything worked out. And in this universe, they got robots, so you're fighting a lot of robots. It's like it's fun. It's just it's missing a lot of the like oomph you'd want from a game because they're not really willing to make fun of communist Russia the way it needs to be made fun of. But they're trying to pretend that they're like BioShock level, where like BioShock makes fun of the whole like political thing where it's extreme capitalism and it's basically pointing out all the reasons why super extreme capitalism doesn't work. And it's fucking hilarious because like they're not subtle about it. They're very clear, like, oh, I didn't have enough food to keep my kids alive, so I ate them. Like that kind of shit. This game, though, they're like, well, you know, everything's working so great. There are no problems. But you know what? Maybe I'm not far enough in the game to tell you about where it actually gets funny. So far, unimpressed. But I got it for free. I got a review copy. So, yeah, I've been very delayed in playing that review copy. Like, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to have played that like 2 months ago. But I didn't give a fuck. They're Russian. They can fuck off. Not in a bad way. I mean, because of the Ukraine stuff. Not to get political, but you know, invading another country, kind of uncool. Shit, I'm trying to figure out. There's like a drop thing in the back. It's like a hidden little cave. Maybe the wall like breaks open like it does in the movie. That'd be kind of cute. Oh shit! I built it wrong. Built it wrong, guys. Ah! Okay, I fixed it. I did nothing wrong. Quick build after dark. Sponsored Master Builder. Lego Masters Season 4 applicant. Which is so annoying. Like, actually, this week, for an event, I had to... I think I can talk about this because I said no. For Bricks in the Six, we have some Season 4 Lego Masters who are looking into attending. That I definitely cannot expand on. They're not supposed to mention anything about their involvement until the show airs. So I reached out to the casting director who I was talking to about being on Lego Masters Season 4 to try to like get a list of the people so I could reach out to a bunch of them in advance. And they were quite understandably like, no. But it was just pretty funny to have that exchange with like the person who directly cast them and knows exactly who they all are. And I talked to about being on Lego Masters, which I think I've mentioned it before, completely bombed that fucking interview. Like, Nicole was supposed to be my partner, you know, my wonderful wife, who is actually a big Lego fan. We were going to work on doing a bunch of like cool models together in the show. We weren't looking to win or anything. Just take part. It'd be fun. And I had never seen the show before, so I told her that. Big mistake. Should have pretended that I've seen the show. I totally get it. I want to be on it. Woo! I thought that would be a selling point. And I just undersold Nicole's want to be involved. Because, like, Nicole wants to be on the show, but she's not, like, passionate about it. When I should have just been like, look, she is very happy to be on it. There's no, like, weirdness of me going, come and be on the show with me, wife. Do what I say, 'cause you're a woman. That's the voice that I would do, obviously. I'm trying to sound like Luis Guzman, but not while he's playing Gomez Adams, while he's playing, like, probably an asshole, I'd assume. And is Luis Guzman ever an asshole in movies? Who knows? But yeah, I fucked up that call. I'm sure I would have been on Lego Masters. Like, they had a call with me. That means that they definitely saw some potential. But I think that interview really sealed the deal of the not a chance in hell. But so next year I'll apply. I'll have some more reference images of stuff that I've worked on. Honestly, the application form kind of sucked. And I think if I was able to like properly fill it out a little better, maybe I would have also got it. Also, if I didn't completely bomb the fucking interview. Like it was one of those cases where if you've ever had a job interview that you know you failed it within the first 10 minutes, you might just walk away and go, yeah, I'm done here. Which is funny. Actually, that is what happened to me the first time I took my driving test. So let's get into that story because this is way too funny to not tell. So the first time I ever took my road test for driving, I got this dude who was like, I'm going to call him Austrian just because it's kind of funnier for the joke. He's clearly Eastern European, which I am also. Half. And he comes out and he's wearing Transitions lenses that immediately go sunglass mode. He has fingerless gloves and he talks like the Terminator. And he terminated all chances of me passing this test. But basically, I just fucked up the first turn because where this test takes place is actually the Downs View license thing in Toronto. You can actually look it up. You can probably hear from people how terrible it is. The first turn out of this place has a very dumb stop sign. And I go to take this fucking turn in front of this guy. I'm super nervous. And some dumbass pedestrian tries to let me go when it's not even my fucking turn to go. And I fail instantly. And literally, we're like driving a bit. I'm like, well, I already failed. And he's like, we don't discuss the results until it's over. I'm like, I already failed. Why are we going to waste each other's time? Let's go back and just call this done. And he's like, okay, pull over. And then he says, okay, you failed. And I'm like, fucking shocker, bud. So we drive back and I fail and whatever. I have to deal with that like a year later. You have to wait to get the next one. So what I did, I drove to a small town in Ontario where apparently those licensed people are like, yeah, whatever, here's your license, fuck off. And it's great. So I went and just got it first try because, it's honestly not that hard to fucking drive. But the Terminator was determined to not let me pass my test. Voila. Quick Build After Dark is brought to you by quickbuildbricks.com/bricklink. That's the store. We don't have a real sponsor. That's just the easy way. We can definitely have a fake sponsor like that. Which is so funny because I listen to a bunch of podcasts where they do that. They're all like Rooster Teeth podcasts because I stopped watching all their shit after, all the sexual abuse allegations and the not paying their employees properly. But I'm still listening to their podcast, so clearly my standards are low. And they always just go, like, if they don't have a sponsor for a podcast, they'll just talk about their store and be like, go and shop in the store. So I'm going to do it too. quickbuildbricks.com/bricklink, where you can buy Lego. The selection's not good. The shipping is stupid. But you can buy Lego there. quickbuildbricks.com/bricklink. I feel like I should come up with like a slogan. What would be a good slogan for Quick Builds After Dark? I promise not to get too drunk while packing your order. Yeah, that's not a good slogan. What else could we come up with? Like, I promise not to shit myself. Actually, no, I couldn't even promise not to do that. I do that way too often. Like, as a grown adult, I shit myself way too often. And it's nothing to do with like I have dietary problems that I do not listen to. So pooping is in my future every time. Also, I drink like 4 cups of coffee in one go every morning. So I'm sure that does not all add up to a good combo. But I can definitely count the amount of times that I've shit myself this year on one hand. But you know what? That's just life. That's just the life of the Joseph. And the life of what Quick Build After Dark truly represents. So we're coming to the end of this bag, and we have 10 minutes left. So I doubt that I can probably do another bag before the end of the show. Bricks that are quick. I think my slogan is quick as heck. Which is a great slogan, because it used to be we only do stuff quick. Which is funny, because that's a lie, because I do not ship orders quickly anymore. Like, when I got a lot of orders, I'd ship orders every fucking day, no problem. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now it's like maybe the Monday, the Tuesday, maybe the Friday, who knows? It's kind of a gamble when you order from me. So we're not really selling the store. It's not cheap. The shipping sucks, and it might take a while to ship. It's kind of random. Really not the greatest reviews you could ever hear for a store, but it is the reviews that I give myself because quick as heck. And also, I guess I'm honest. If I'm missing an item, like, I'll try to replace it with anything I have on hand just so that you get your fucking items, but sometimes shit's just missing. Quick as heck is a way good slogan. Bet. Right? Word up to my homies. More slang I don't understand. It's funny, I think I'm old enough to now start making slang I don't understand jokes. Oh, this next bag has the Ark of the Covenant, like, right away. Okay, we're going to open the next bag. Despite me saying that we wouldn't because there wasn't enough time. We're going to open up the Ark of the Covenant. Which, you know, if you've seen Indiana Jones, not a good idea. Do not open the Ark of the Covenant. Because you'll get melted. Which, another fun fact I know about Indiana Jones. I know. I have fun facts about Indiana Jones. Whatever. That's like a candle, and they, like, time-lapsed melting that. And it's so graphic. Like, I don't have nightmares about that. I don't know how. Same as in, what's the last movie? The Last Crusade. Problematic title, let's be real. In Last Crusade, they... Like, a dude melts because he gets so old so quickly because he picked the wrong one. I know, spoilers for The Last Crusade. Movie that came out in 85? 86? Let's find out. Okay, ready? The Last Crusade. 89. Jesus Christ. When the fuck did Raiders of the Lost Ark? That came out in 1981. Yeah. Wow, it took them 8 years to make the other one? That's surprising. Oh, Temple of Doom's 84. So 3 years to that, and then 5 years to the 89 one? Jeez. And then the recent one was like a while. And then now another one, 15 years later. Before that, it was 89 to 2008. That's math. That's math that somebody out there knows. It's 19. I very much struggled. I thought it had been longer between that. Let's not focus on that. We're building, first off, Indiana Jones, who, honestly, I don't know why people get so upset about this. I would be totally fine with Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones. And Harrison Ford going, it dies with me. Fuck off, Harrison Ford, okay? Nobody wants to hear an elderly stoner's opinion. Okay? Nobody cares. You smoke a lot of weed. Fucking Christ. That was a moment. So, I'm building the Ark of the Covenant. As everybody should know, this is like a very special thing. We're actually not... Okay. Fun facts about the Ark of the Covenant time. We're actually not sure if it was real or not. Like, I mean, we know the Ark of the Covenant existed. We don't know if the tablets are actually in it. That's obviously nobody's opened it. Reference Indiana Jones, people melting. Well, I guess it could have been because the Nazis opened it, but Indiana Jones has to close his eyes because he's like, don't look at it. Don't look at it. So, the real Ark of the Covenant, we know it existed at some point. Maybe it had the tablets in it, maybe it didn't. Maybe the tablets never existed, whatever. Apparently, we don't know if it still exists. We don't know where it is. And we're pretty sure there's like the same gang of like roaming monks that still have it. And are just very clever and like just keep away from people. And nobody knows where it actually is. But allegedly it's out there. I think that's kind of cool. That's a cool mystery to follow. And a mystery that, like, that's one of those mysteries you try to follow it, and if you find it, you probably die. But I guess that's the whole thing. Like, you're just happy to know it's still out there, right? The Ark of the Covenant. And hopefully it's melting Nazis to this day. But there we go. We have now built one Ark of the Covenant. And I'm sure the music was... It's actually really fucking funny. Because the music in this... Shit, I'm forgetting. There's like desert music that happens in the movie. And it's the same music from another desert movie, which actually has Alec Guinness in it. Is it Lawrence of Arabia? It might be Lawrence of Arabia. Has the same desert music. And it's so fucking funny that just John Williams went, so we got a desert. And Steven Spielberg went, yeah, we got a desert. And he went, I'm just going to use the music from Lawrence of Arabia. And everybody went, yeah, it sounds like a good idea. And they did it. The fucking bastards, the mad bastards, those lunatics of men just did it. Top men. The thing is, if you watch Indiana Jones, you know the Ark of the Covenant is in some random American warehouse somewhere being looked at by top men. And, you know, don't open it because you'll get melted. And generally, I mean, I like my Nazis melted. That's the best form of Nazi, melted. Like a fucking candle. I really wish like somebody sold that as a candle, just that man that could melt, just a small candle. I think somebody did years ago. I wish I could buy a candle, just light that up like a scented candle and just see a Nazi melt. It's funny because he's like actually like SS in the movie, so even better to see that kind of Nazi melt. A Gestapo. Is it Gestapo or is it Gestapo? I guess nobody could actually write that and tell me how to pronounce it. You'd have to say it. Why is... Am I missing a white stud? No, I found the white stud. So it's interesting with the set because there's a lot of they use the burnt orange color to kind of represent gold, I guess because they weren't willing to just make half a set the gold color. Which honestly, I think kind of sad. I would like to see more of the gold color. As much as I love burnt orange, and it can kind of pass for gold. It's a little sad. It's a little sad, guys. Whoop. Anyways, we are approaching the end of Quick Build After Dark. I will most likely finish building this off camera because that's what I do. I like building Lego sets. Thank you everybody for coming out. This has been a really good show. Maybe check out Jeff Van Windham's stream, but I'll say that quietly just because I don't know if he'd want to be endorsed by us. Face melting candle. Fuck. Okay. Well then, I guess Chantel has showed us that we need to get that. Chantel, can you send me that another way? Just because I can't click links from here. Like when it's in a comment. I like that you immediately Googled that to check if it was real. Oh, there we go. We got it in a Facebook chat, guys. Let's go. We're going to click on a link. Okay, follow link. Thanks, Facebook, for protecting me. Wow, it's only $31? What the fuck? Okay. Present. Share my screen. I got to show up. Face melting candle. Boom. Look at that bad boy. $31 is pretty fucking good. Okay. Well, that's oh no, they have more Indiana Jones stuff. Well, the cat melting one. I've always wanted that. Okay, anyways, I would have just bought that on the stream, but then I saw more Indiana Jones stuff and I knew not happening. So what happens is I make like a cart on random websites like that have random shit. And then I'm like, oh, well, if I'm paying for the shipping, I may as well spend $200 extra. And then I end up paying a fuck ton of money to ship stuff because I ordered so much of it. So, not today. Not today, Chantel. It's not fucking happening. I'm going to remain not broke. So, to reiterate, thank you everybody so much for coming out to Quick Build After Dark. We will be back next week. This was amazing. This was a really good one. Very happy with it. I'm hoping that the ones in the future will be this good. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.